Oh, you, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And our pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang loves us too. Hi, everybody go on chitty chitty weedy pants. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our pants are tendered pants. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our fine for standard. Chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, yeah! Chitty!
The consulate!
Oh, thank God!
If I can just find a parking spot.
Perhaps we should slow down just a teensy-weensy bit?
Nonsense, poopy pants!
We're going a bit far! Really? Look out!
Perfect.
Knox.
So, guys, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. I will have to say.
I know this movie like hard.
We watched the hell out of this when I was at National Christian every day, every time. Like that was the movie.
This was definitely this movie was on so much heavy rotation on HBO.
I don't know how a private school allowed us to watch this fucking movie.
I watched this movie in Stephen Decatur. We watched it in history class all the fucking time.
Well, because D, this is very history-esque movie. See.
Shut up, Chris. Yo, I think it's weird. A lot of critics just elbow dropped this movie, and why?
Jim Carrey proceeded to put his dick on the table when this movie fucking blew up in the box office. So,
nigga, 200 million, over 200 million.
In 1995, that was still pretty damn good, and that was standard quote for Jim Carrey.
Good.
That was standard quote for Jim Carrey. It's like, 200 million, bet, let's go.
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't this movie like blow out the first one in terms of record sales?
Something like that.
Yeah,
it is, and it's one of the rare sequels that eclipses the first movie.
Which is shocking.
It does. It's funny because
don't get me wrong.
No, you're right, and you're totally right because most people, when they think of Ace Ventura, a lot of them think of When Nature Calls. Like, I don't really hear that many people ever mention the original.
And that's not to say that nobody likes the original. There's a bunch of fun parts of the original. Everybody loves that one too. It's just that the second one straight up pushes it out the way, man.
Jim actually, this is one of those things that Jeff Daniels had mentioned.
Perfect.
Jim actually was very scared about how people were going to take the movie, particularly with the native African characters.
Well, I hear that.
Which I was like, oh wow, yeah. I mean, look, Jim Carrey has always been woke. Let's not get the game twisted. He's always been woke. So
you gotta realize he's a white boy that grew up poor. He already knows what it is. He already knows what it's like. He gets it.
Yeah. So it didn't shock me, but at the same time, the fact that Jim was just like, man, I'm really scared of how people are going to take it, because he was surprised the movie didn't get banned.
Besides being one of the funniest things ever, a lot of people quote the hell out of this movie, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this movie does get quoted a lot.
Hey, would you believe that also Jim Carrey ad-libbed a good chunk of stuff in this movie too?
I would believe it. Like, of course I believe it.
No, see, I expect that, but the one part where it was legit ad-lib was he forgot his lines when they were driving in the car the first time, and that's why he was singing the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang theme.
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang
He
bang.
legit, he had actual lines, and he just blanked and forgot and was like, "Fuck it, chitty chitty bang bang, we want to sing the theme." And the director was like, "All right, fuck it, keep it in the movie, let's go."
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
And the
This
shit
actually
was
works.
hilarious.
No, because you know what, it makes a lot of sense because right at the end when he broke it down like chitty chitty bang, chitty 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 bang, chitty chitty bang, yeah. I'm like, you still got a good 30 seconds of dialogue. Chitty.
And I should be.
I
Look,
laughed so hard at that part.
The most underrated line of that whole moment was this line: "Nonsense, poopy pants."
Yes.
The most underrated line.
And here's the kicker: I shouldn't be shocked at the fact that he had Steve Odenkirk, his boy, directing this movie, because Steve Odenkirk is the type of person that would just let the insanity just roll, and it
Yeah,
worked.
because Jim Carrey's an overactor, yeah, and some of his best stuff come off of him overacting, but it can be tiring, and I understand why a lot of people don't like working with Jim sometimes.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, and it's funny. I know I would have saved this. I would have saved this for our Liar Liar podcast, but screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up now. During the ending credits of that movie, where he was going over his lines in the courtroom, the part where they were when they were throwing insults back and forth at each other. I remember the chick who played the lawyer. She yelled loud as day, "Overactor, hag!" Everybody starts laughing more at overactor, and of course he pulls up the papers and starts shuffling around like they're on to me.
This movie is a fucking classic, regardless, though.
I mean,
Straight
look,
up.
the fact that you get a thespian actor in Simon Callow, and he somehow worked to play like the uptight straight dude to Ace Ventura, it worked.
Yeah. Everybody there's the three black actors that will do something. It's Tommy Davidson, Sophia. I do not know her last name.
Sophia Okonedo.
Yeah, she will go on to do many character acting on television, but she's on Broadway right now in Raising in the Sun.
Yeah.
Oh,
she was in fucking your boy with fucking Don Cheadle, Hotel Rwanda.
Oh yeah. She was in that. Yeah.
Can I also bring up the fact that Jim Carrey got a chance to work with Tommy Davis in this movie? Like, you guys haven't seen each other since A Living Color.
I mean, wasn't A Living Color on his last season in '95 though?
I think it was.
I thought it was over.
I don't know.
I could have sworn it was.
It might have been '94. It might have been '94.
Yeah, it was '94 because this movie came out in '95. And if I'm not mistaken, The Living Color was off the air by that time, or if anything was. Yeah,
you're right. May of 1994. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, it was done. So I always thought, like, man, like it would be cool to have Jim Carrey work with like anybody that he worked with on In Living Color. It's always cool to see that dynamic again.
The only reason why I thought that was because you know all three of us had cable, right?
You gotta remember, Fox had a show on syndication.
No. That's what I'm saying. All three of us, y'all had basic cable, right? Somebody. Okay,
yeah,
so did y'all get the FX channel?
Jones Communication, stand up.
Yeah.
Did y'all get FX like right when it came
we
out?
all lived.
Yeah,
Nigga,
I had it.
we all lived in a mile radius of each other. We all seen the same shit, Chris.
So,
like I said,
the reason why I
CJ, did you not hear? Like CJ, did you not hear what I just said? Jones Communication, stand up.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying,
No, I
man.
only
Arrow
asked
at one point, nigga. Star Communications at one point.
The only reason why I asked is because, like, I remember when we got FX and I went to school and some of the kids looked at me like, "What's FX?" And I'm like, "Oh shit." You know, like,
But it was niche at the time. Not a lot of people knew about that channel though at one point, man.
So the only reason why I asked is because I thought In Living Color still continued because, like you said, Sue, they had syndication rights and it played on FX. So I assumed In Living Color was still on in '95 still, and I was like, oh no, that's right, they were doing syndication for it. So my bad.
Yep, they just reran the hell out of it on FX.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's the only reason why I thought that. So it just
which is funny. You would think that this show would have been on. It would have been on Comedy Central.
I was waiting for Netflix to pick it up. To be honest with you.
But then again, you know, I'm surprised. Yeah, actually, I am surprised they ain't on Netflix though.
Or Hulu at least. But anyways, shockingly enough, the natives in this movie, I like them. It's like they get right at that line where it's not offensive. It's like, okay, you still got your witch doctors and whatever. But I like the idea.
I want, nigga, look, real talk. I just wonder what part of Africa they're in. What part of South Carolina? They're in fucking South Carolina? What?
But hey, kids, RG3 was in this movie. Okay, I got my Redskin joke out the way, so we're good.
There you go. Don't just check that off.
Check out the list.
For real. This movie was shot in South Carolina. None of it was. I think it was also shot in British Columbia.
That's about it. British Columbia doesn't shock me. Does not shock me in the least.
Oh, are we talking about the filming locations for this movie?
Yeah.
I mean, the South Carolina thing doesn't surprise me because look where they were fighting at. They were supposed to be fighting on the coast, even though I was like, that's fucking South Carolina on the beach. What are we talking about here?
And some of those shots, you could see, I was like, that's just shooting over a valley in South Carolina because I can tell it just looks like it. You know what I mean? Where South Carolina has that weird type of foliage where it also comes off very tropical for some strange reason.
And they also filmed in Texas, which makes sense because they're supposed to recreate the African, the desert and stuff, so that makes sense. Which, funny enough, they actually filmed some scenes on a plantation, which, I mean, I shouldn't be shocked that happened.
I mean,
yeah.
No surprise. No surprise.
But I like how this movie starts off with a cliffhanger homage, which Sue rightfully pointed this out during our cliffhanger podcast, and I thought it was fucking hilarious how the death of a raccoon puts Ace Ventura to be in a Tibetan monastery.
Look, that death of that raccoon was so traumatic.
I like you said that coon, like, wow, D. Wow. Wow.
I hate how you just put me out there like that, though.
you pull just like homegirl that said that bitch on fucking CNN and shit. Just said it so smooth.
Oh man, Angela Rye, yeah.
She said it so smooth, like, man. Look at bitch. I'm like, did she just say that?
She just. Oh, like how, and the censors didn't even notice.
It was so
that
smooth. It was
that was smooth as hell.
Angela Rye is that type of chick, man. See, I understand why. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, nigga. Smart black women are sexy as shit. And when they slip a little bit ghetto in there, oh my God, nigga.
What you don't see is D splooging all over his phone. Currently, right now.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Moo, moo, moo. Which, by the way, that chick would get into. But anyways.
I like how Chris has to slip it in like, look, I'm not a pig. But the sausages can go to her. I'm just saying. hey, leave me alone.
Copious amounts of violence.
Copious. I like how we just
I'll be honest with you. Doja Cat, not for nothing, reminds me of the chicks that were at the anime conventions. This full disclosure.
Yeah.
Full disclosure.
It's like, girl, I always say this shit like, girl, you like that girl looks good as hell. How the hell do you have no boyfriend? Oh, I got a shitty personality. Oh, yeah, that's right.
There you go.
There we go.
I mean, look, let's be honest with you. That was all of us at one point when we went to those conventions.
No, that's a lot. Look, I'm sorry. Hey, yo, for real talk, I'm sorry, black anime girls that are single. If you took offense to that, it ain't my fault that you have a shitty attitude. I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
I mean, look, can you blame them considering we have shitty fucking anime dudes that just act like assholes? I mean,
I want an Asian girlfriend.
Yo, Asian girlfriend, where you from? Side tangent on this one, right? By the way, right? Like, here's my thing.
Like how they always go for the obvious ones too. She's Korean, Chinese, or Japanese.
Like,
I'm like, and we see it, and then we see it like, nigga, that girl from Laos, nigga. Why you lying and shit?
Here's my thing. It's like you do the shit that it's like black women. I want these black anime dudes to understand. If you just don't say shit about your preference, black women don't really ultimately give a shit who the fuck you're dating. So when you throw that shit in their faces, they're gonna be pissed off at you. And then that's when you be like, oh, black girls don't like me. No, they don't like you because you're a fucking asshole saying that shit. Like, they don't care that you date an Asian chick. They really don't. I'm just saying.
It doesn't make it better, yeah. It doesn't make you better, nigga, for that shit, man. It's almost colorism. It's colorism, isn't it? At that point, it's colorism at that point, man. It's stupid as hell.
I'm just sitting there
but don't let that one black anime dude come back at you, D, and say some dumb shit like, but I don't see color.
Why don't you get your black ass out of here? You fucking unsubscribe from my goddamn podcast. How about that?
I know that one person. I know somebody probably say, wait a minute, I bet Eris has an Asian girlfriend. Nigga, he in Japan. He better. If he doesn't, there's nothing wrong with the country.
First off, we have cracked this joke plenty of times. If I roll over there...
Look. See, me and Angie, real talk, Eris, me and Angie plan for you to be with some Spanish or some black girl out there because that's the only American you can talk to or whatever. Hold on, Chris. But real talk, you're going to Japan. If you don't get a Japanese girlfriend, something's wrong with them bitches. That's the way we felt about it. We're like, there they go.
Or Sue would somehow get that 1 in a million shot of a fucking Spanish Asian combination somehow. And it's like, wow, that's a crazy combination that fucking works. Holy shit.
Wow. Why, Eris, why she don't have no boyfriend? Because her attitude is fucked up.
And I like that.
You're like, I liked it at first, and then look, the fifth time is where I said I can't be a part of this no more. That's really what it was for me.
But the sex is bomb.
So what time are you on? Look at so Eris, what time are we on right now? The 10th. But look, I'm leaving the bitch.
or I just go for like super wild card and get like a South African white woman.
Wow.
That's all the same.
So a Charlize Theron essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I happen to know one, to be honest.
Oh, there you go.
Rosenwood. It's like some weird South African white people's name.
As long as she's not on some fucking I don't see color, I'm South African, so therefore I'm a quarter black shit, then you're fine.
No,
I real talk, I legit called her I legit called her Cammy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Target reaffirmed. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, Ace is in this Tibetan monastery, and he gets approached by this was it Fulton Greenwall, I believe.
Yes, well, like I'm Greenwall.
Oh my god!
This one man that's here. We are all men, my child.
Well, he is an American.
We are all the same people.
Of the same life force. Okay. He bends over and he speaks from his rear. Oh, him.
He said, hey, where the white dude at? We are all the same color. You know what I mean? He was going to go that way until you said some shit about Ace.
Now, here's the funny thing about this whole thing, right? Greenwald gets him, and as they're walking out, Ace is like, I'll meet you at the bottom. There's still one more thing I must do.
No. The part I liked was you said, would you do it? Like, would you help us? No, I cannot. Would you do it for $13,000? Really?
Like $20,000. No, I cannot do it. He says, I have many things that I must do. I have quests, I have tests, I have all these things that I have to do.
I like how my man like, hey, no, check this out. Oh my god, damn nigga, look man, you got the oil right now too. What about my enlightenment? What do you mean by enlightenment? Oh damn, see that shit happened right there. See, right when you mention it, that's when you got it. Oh, damn. You know that. Look, take my medallion, man. You deserve it.
First he asked, well, what about my medallion for achieving all of this excellence? Here, take mine. This took you 80 years to achieve. I don't like it anymore.
They really were trying to get that motherfucker out of pocket immediately.
Yeah, he was.
They were.
I'll tell the others.
I'm like, look, I'll help you pack. I'll tell the others. Break it to them gently.
Yo. I like the fact that right before they closed the door, you saw the motherfuckers flipping in the air and shit. I was dying.
My man came walking back. Like he was walking out the door. He says, "I've never seen them act like that before. Denial can be a very dangerous thing."
Now, this is where I start the counter of different stuff that all the Three Black Geeks do. This is Eris. Everyone wants a slinky! I want a slinky! Go, slinky, go!
I fucking lost it on that shit.
It
I
was
like,
right
motherfucker.
there! Want to go again?
Oh
Look,
my God,
Can I
man.
do it again?
Then here's D. Now here's D. Wait a minute. How selfish of me. Let's do all the things that you wanted him to.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. I was like, dog, did that happen?
This motherfucker is stupid as shit. I love the fact they got on they get on the motherfucking plane. They're flying over and Ace is just going to town with these motherfucking seas and shit while just ignoring the whole plot of the movie.
Like, Mr. Ventura. I love how he's like pulling the curtain back, pulling it forward, pulling it back. There's something on the wings. Something. And then he grabbed me, jacked him up, and said, "I'm sorry. What were you saying?"
The Wachati are planning to kill.
Oh my God, man. It's Ace being Ace the whole way.
They get over I love the fact they are now. They get over to Africa. So there's just subways in Africa, or was that just bad product placement?
Bad product placement.
You think bad product placement? No, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised that a subway exists overseas.
Yeah. But also, seeing that it was how this was filmed in South Carolina, there you go.
Now, this was Chris being silly. Him like acting like he's like bouncing back and forth and stuff, saying like the roads there got a lot of life to them.
You know,
they're driving on a smooth pavement.
You know, I actually do that in real life. When I get bored, I decide it's really bumpy out here. In real talk, in the DC metro area, that's a fucking luxury, and you get enough script to do that shit to be funny.
Other than that, it is pothole city back home.
Oh my God, man. Jesus. I mean, the thing about this is like the tribe, the Wachati tribe, their animal, the great bat, Chicago.
Now, I like how you didn't even know what animal it was until later. Yeah. First of all, Ace knew nothing about the animal that was taken. He decides to take the case anyway, and so when Greenwell tells him, yes, he says they would really really like their sacred bat to be found. Show the camera zoom. Bat. What? Bat. It's the bat. They are it's a very sacred animal to the Wachati tribe. You didn't say anything about a bat.
That's the thing.
Hold on, CJ. In fact, this is you. This is CJ. You didn't say nothing.
Chris with spiders.
Yeah, this is Chris with spiders. You didn't say anything about a bat. Oh, is there something wrong, Mr. Ventura? Are you kidding me? They're hideous.
That's the thing. Jim Carrey was not.
Hey, Chris, that was you when I say you want to do arachnophobia. You didn't say anything about fucking spiders, Z. I'm sorry, right, Chris? The fangs, the way they look, the way they go around you. That was Chris.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, CJ. Go ahead. What was that?
Jim Carrey apparently wasn't fond of making Ace afraid of bats. He wanted him to just be like, "Hey, I'm allergic to bats." That's
allergic? That's stupid.
So what? Just be allergic to bats?
I think the idea, and I get where he's coming from, is the idea that this is Ace Ventura. He's an animal lover, so why would he be afraid of bats? To me,
I
like the idea because it's actually funny. You're an animal lover, but you have one animal that you are deathly terrified of.
Yeah.
He's so childlike. because he's all like, they got the little fangs.
So even Greenwald's just looking at him like, you're Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura, pet detective, animal lover. Why, of all animals, bats terrify you most?
I know. Crazy.
So they decide to go over to the consulate. And you gotta love Ace's parking. His parking skills, man.
I love that was a whole Chitty Bang Bang part where he was going through the jungle. And Chitty flipped and all that. And
did you like the jump cut with the car and lands right in the perfect spot?
Yeah. The good old 90s jump cut. Like a glove.
It's like, that was one of my lines. Like a glove. So they get inside.
My man was happy. He was so happy he got to solid land. They got out there in court. Look, you know it's sophisticated because you hear that sophisticated music.
Now here's the funny thing. Ace meets Homegirl and she tries to seduce him, but Ace has his little celibacy oath. But I'm laughing at the fact that he turns around and ends up masturbating in the hut later on.
Like Mr. Ventura.
No, the fact that he says "oh mama," which makes me know Ace was about to bust a nut.
Yeah.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Now I like how his boy Oda, who is a horrible translator, basically fucks over Ace when they go to the other tribes people.
When they go over to the Wachuthu tribe.
Oh my god, that shit had me in tears because basically, he more or less is the other tribe. Basically, both tribes people are just basically fucking with Ace the whole movie, essentially, because this crazy white devil, which
it's like he quit Oja. What does Enquincho Ocha speak? Like, what does that mean? White devil. Well, tell him I'm not.
He says,
yeah. Like, I noticed that you stuck in a white devil. I didn't know you.
He said, I noticed that you referred to me as a white devil. I noticed that you kept saying that. Did you just refer to me as a white devil? This is how they know you. Leave that part out from now on.
As he translates to, he really loves white devil.
I love the when he also said, tell him I'm not. I've only met you. How would I know?
Yo, why the fuck this motherfucker? They put this dude to do a bunch of tests, and I gotta admit, we hear a badass African song play. That shit rock. Anyway, but yeah, why the fuck? I love the fact that he reached in a dude's mouth and take out an apple core because of course he just like elbow dropped that chick on the stomach and shot out a baby.
Man, listen, we got like. This is what I talk about. The movie hits that line where
look, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. This is what black people do to white people to prove their blackness or where they're from the hood. Yeah. Black people do this. This is representative right here.
Yeah. It's they. And now Ace ends up fighting Tiny Warrior, and I like how Ace, being the Ace he is just. What are you about to say?
No, I was going to say, well, first of all, it's a big dude that shows up looking like freaking Farron Tora from Mortal Kombat X.
No bullshit.
And my man turns around, and here we get silly-ass Tommy Davidson.
And it somehow works.
Oh, it works beautifully.
Yeah.
Because he did the one thing that no one has ever done in Ace Ventura, like, throughout these two movies. He touched the hair. And turn him into a white devil.
Yeah. I like how he got both spears thrown into his leg, and Ace is like,
They laughed. Everybody was laughing so hard. They said, you know what?
It's in the bone.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone. Iota, don't just stand there. Throw me a spear. He did hand him a spear. He didn't even
Do
try.
that shit.
He didn't. Dude, he didn't even underhand toss a spear. He straight launched that bitch at him.
Oh my god, man. Oh.
Both sides, like everybody was laughing their ass off at him. And they said, look, real talk, you gave us plenty of joy. You gave us laughs for days. We're going to give, the Wachatis, we're going to give y'all extra time. Find your bat, please. But if you don't have this shit together by noon tomorrow, real talk, we're going to get
You're fucking done.
Real talk, we
Don't
gonna
get
pull
bold,
up.
man.
Hold on, we gonna pull up on them, and we're gonna smash your head on a rock.
You're
You
fucking
pull right up to the set with Brother Rock, actually.
You're Biggie. You Tupac. You're fucking dead. I'm sorry. That is my favorite line from fucking Knocked Up when he's talking to the doctor. Like you're fucking dead.
You're fucking
Tupac. You're fucking dead. It's like Jesus Christ. It's like Christ, Seth. Ain't that serious, man?
So I mean, I guess since we're gonna be bouncing from different scenes, let's also not forget he goes to so many great lengths. Like Ace goes to so many great lengths to try to track down, the freaking bat. And his very first clue was he knocked the great white bat's cage over to find a feather. And one of the he believes that the feather belonged to Quinn because he also found that same feather in a cave when he was asked to go check it out. This was after the masturbation scene, D. Now, I thought it was hilarious because he doesn't want anything to do with
what I like how
when he walked to the cave. He walked to the cave and said, "Well, nothing to see here. That's a fresh load off of my mind." Like, what do you
I like
say?
how calm you just said the masturbation scene. Like just so normal.
Like, what
Why
do you
not that
say?
he jerked off?
Like, what do you say we? What do you say we just turn back and leave? Ace, shouldn't we investigate by going in? There's no reason to go in there, ever. Besides, I have no. Besides, I can't see. It's dark. I can't see in there. Here's a freaking Oda. Here, take this. One of my favorite Jim Carrey lines. Spank you, helpy helperton.
I gotta ask y'all this.
Look, the wicked spawn of Satan line. I yell at that every time I see a bat in real life.
Take that, you winged spawn of Satan! Just realized threw the medallion in the cave. That's okay. All I really need is my torch. Die, devil bat! Threw the torch. I'm okay.
Oh my god, man! Did y'all ever? The part that probably had me dying as a kid, and I think even now it has me dying. Ace in that fucking mechanical rhinoceros.
I was just about to get to
As
that
a
part.
kid, I cried. I freaking cried because it was just so stupid. And it made it so worse. It looked like he was just like all greasy and sweaty coming out. Just
Okay. Look, I'll admit it. The part, like that whole rhinoceros scene, the part that genuinely made me laugh was him baking inside.
Oh man,
And
he had the fucking ovulating fan, and that shit went out. And
once that went out, then he tried to open the door. The freaking door wouldn't open, and then he just goes ape shit inside, trying to break out. And then he screams, "Mayday!"
Now-
He pulled.
Now, what had me rolling, right?
You know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna ask a better question. So, does he got a sponsor? Does he got who built that thing?
PetSmart. Rhinoceros built by PetSmart.
Shut up, Chris. That's smart.
I mean, see, now all that was funny, and then now hold on, all that was funny, but then it goes into Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey when he pulled himself out of the rhino.
The part that had me dying more is how the little kid was like, "Look, mommy, the rhinoceros is birthing a kid. Oh, son, this is a treat."
Then once they realized it was Jim, and of
Hey,
course,
Dad.
And of course,
Hey,
the
Dad.
of course the son was
No,
like,
Eris,
cool.
Eris, I got it. I was about to say, hey, Dad, how awesome is it to be white during the Clinton administration? It's pretty good, son. All those black people being locked up, but they don't even know about it because Bill Clinton can play a saxophone. I gotta tell you, it's good to be. Oh my goodness, is that rhino giving birth?
Because Bill Clinton could play the saxophone, smoke weed, and liked overweight white women.
Hey!
I tell you,
Smoke
those
weed every
niggers
day.
are so. Look, I tell you, those niggers are so. Oh my goodness! Look, the rhino's giving birth.
No, wait, D. Let's just be real here. This was a white guy that was trying not to sound racist because one, they are in Africa. So instead of him saying those niggers, he would actually say this. I gotta tell you, son, those minorities, they didn't know what was gonna hit them.
Actually, they're in Africa. They're Africa, and this is still the mid-90s. So I think a lot of the French territories were still under locks. So we can get away with saying the word colored.
You're right, because didn't Congo come out that same year?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Sorry.
Now, I did also want to point out, after the whole time that he was in that rhino, he was trying to figure out what was going on with Quinn, the guy.
Yeah, Quinn.
Like Quinn is the what is he? He's the park owner.
Yeah.
And so after seeing the exchange, he's like, meeting with shady individuals much? So after he finds out that intel, he just decides, okay, next step, I'm gonna kidnap him. Now, that way he kidnapped him. Y'all, this is probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, the movie itself is hilarious, but this by far is like my top 5 favorite scenes. And the scene where he kidnaps him, first of all, can I mention that Quinn is doing his damnedest to give us his John Hammond impersonation, minus the beard.
I know, right? I am a white man with exotic birds.
Like in Africa, and I own a park, much like another white man, but with a glorious beard. Except his is in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna make that connection. That Ace, the pet of a when nature calls, and Jurassic Park are in the same universe.
Hey,
So you're telling me that we should have Ace Ventura riding a raptor because of the last Lost World movie?
No, I wasn't saying all of that. I was just saying that Quinn and John Hammond know each other.
Nigga, you know what? Here's the funny. Never mind. I actually, I'll tell you guys that after this podcast. Anyway, go on.
No, but my thing was what was funny is, just pause for a second. When you look at how Jim Carrey does physical comedy, he is the only person that I know that can sell that cartoonish "I'm being dragged by the top row of my teeth."
Yeah.
Yeah, he stole that well and got dragged properly. He was probably like, helping out Tommy,
Like, Ace, he's better than you. Doy!
Isn't there a running theme with this movie with the gorilla too?
Yeah, the silverback. It was mating season.
Yeah.
You would always hear that song. Was it "Lion Sleep Tonight"?
Yeah.
And you always see the rustling of bushes. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, there was that. That happened. Now going back to what I was saying, the Quinn gets kidnapped by Ace, and I mean they got the perfect setup. You got the light, you got the spinning fan that's eclipsing it. It's the perfect torture scene. So Ace just says, "Where's the bat?" What? Pulls a German accent. There is the bat.
The bat.
Wait, I know you. It's like I met you at Cadby's. You're that Ventura fella. It's like, just tell me where the hell is that darn bat? What are you gonna do if I don't say anything? Well, I have ways of making you talk. He pulls out a knife and a fork and just starts scratching a plate.
yeah.
I'm like, why? What type of what? Just waterboard him, Ace.
No, because in a way, that think about it. You're strapped to a chair and you have to hear that. That's quite irritating.
Yes, it is.
That is just torture to the ears. You're hearing the sound of metal scraping against a plate. It's just no.
Yeah.
So, finally he's like, you know what? I'll never talk. I'll never tell you anything. Ace stops. He walks over to him and says, "Oh, a tough guy. I like tough guys. Here's me." Kick over the chair. Whee! Jumps on top of him and goes for the eye torture. He starts poking his own eye with his finger. He's like, no!
No, my
That dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit freaked me out. I'm like,
It's like, you're insane. Oh my god, will you stop?
I'll talk.
Spill it. I paid McKay to find the bat. I thought if I got it, I could turn it into an attraction. So you're telling me you have no idea who took the bat? Neither does McCain. Okay. I like how he sits on his lap, right? And it says, I'm going to cut you loose, and I'm going to let you go. But before I do, I just want you to know that I am really, truly, very cut to him getting tossed out of a Jeep. Sorry!
fucking jazzed and shit.
I know, you got Jay's Jeff.
No. Let's come on. In 3BG fashion, he got seismic tossed.
Oh man.
Now, I wanted to know, the next scene that took place after he gets picked up was, first of all, he shows up, his monkey is with him, Spike, and he says, "It's okay, we appreciate the lift, we're gonna walk from here." So they're walking, and it's like, okay, Quinn's out of the game. We have no more clues, no other leads, but it's okay. I got a feeling. I have a feeling we're gonna get something. I can feel it. I can feel it like it's right. Get shot in the neck with a dart. In my neck! Run!
I like when he got shot with the fifth. Look, when he got shot with the fifth one, starting to get up.
The slow motion fucking voice is what had me fucking in tears, though, dog.
Then when he turned around, he's like, I think I lost him. He got shot in the back like 5 times.
No, but did you like the fact that... Did you like the fact that when he was running at one point with both of his arms flinging, he looked down and you just see his arms like... and then just start running again with his arms just flapping off to the side? I was fucking dying on that shit.
I can tell you one of my favorite.
Look, run like Ed off of Daddy.
Yeah.
I can tell you one of my favorite parts. It was the blue screen shot of the dart. Like it looked like something straight out of Mortal Kombat. Both movies came out the same year. They hired the same special effects artist.
I mean,
because that dart just shot around the corner. You see it close up, and then it hits Ace in the arm. 3 darts is too much.
I got a question for you. So, did you get a good laugh with Ace having that like out of body experience with the monk?
Yeah, definitely got a good laugh.
Because you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that shit from fucking Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah. That's what it was. Oh, wait, before you mention that, first of all, he got shot up with the darts, right? And we see him pass out, he wakes up. And when he woke up, I love how he was hallucinating, because flowers for me, I do declare, Mr. Bogart. You are my hero. Was I talking in my sleep?
Yep.
Yeah, Yeah, Ace, you were suffering hysteria. It was a reaction to the poison from the dart. And one of the best lines. He drinks some water. He's like, "Oh God, guano bowls. Collect the whole set."
The fact that he said collect the whole set like it's fucking McDonald's and shit. I was like, God damn.
We got to think about it. This is like the third time that he came across something that had guano. Because he come to find out that the craftsman makes everything out of bat shit. Ace, did you see the shooter? Only their feet. Not enough to make a positive ID.
There's one person we didn't mention yet. We didn't mention out of beast yet. Wally.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Wally, we didn't mention. What?
Yeah. Okay. So it's weird. You know, I always felt there was something. I'm not gonna say weird. I always feel he got the better deal between him and fucking Digimon Hansu. I feel he got the better deal career wise than Digimon Hansu.
He did.
You think so? I don't know.
Because Hansu's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Hansu been in a bunch of stuff. It doesn't really matter between those two. Out of those two African actors, they clean it up, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I know that, but it's just like I feel Digimon Hansu. He always sometimes gets the raw deal as being like the lone black person in the white savior movie and shit. Sometimes, and like I feel
always do, but he is always like that. Like, hey, Digimon Hansu, man.
I felt bad for him looking like not Black Panther and Tarzan. I was like, oh God.
It was so funny. I saw him when I saw him in King Arthur. I was like, of course you're in here.
It's like, hey, I mean, if this was like early '90s, that would if this was early '90s, that would have been Morgan Freeman in a fucking shitty wig. So
no, it wouldn't. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is
Robin Hood.
Wait, hey D.
But he ain't no
CJ. Hey CJ, Morgan Freeman in a shitty wig has still got that earring.
I know, right? It's like, why is he got an earring?
This for the ladies. That earring is for the ladies to let them know that I'm available.
Even though I like him at 16 years old. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a pedophile.
I'm not a pedophile like that Cosby fucker. What? I can't say that.
Cosby? No. Like, I'm not a pedophile. Even though I can't tell you he was a pedophile. It was around that time. Well, I don't want to bore you, but here's the ending. It was Sidney Poitier. What the fuck?
What? Nigga, if it ever came out that Sidney Poitier did some shit, black people would fuck slit their wrists. That's like, that's like telling me that. That's like if you told me. It's like if you told me Harry Belafonte touched a kid. It's like, oh, gee, no.
Oh no, wow. Harry Belafonte already scumbag anyway. We really
First
think
off,
about
Harry
it.
Belafonte looked like he slaps women. All right, I love the guy.
No, Harry Belafonte didn't like black. Look, Harry Belafonte. Let me tell you how savage this little yellow.
He fucked himself out of pussy from Eartha Kitt. That's facts.
No, that's what I'm saying. This dude killed me.
I'm sorry, CJ. Like, no, we're not just gonna gloss over that. That's quite damning.
It really is. It's like, yo, Eartha Kitt was gonna give you some, and you fucked yourself out of that. How, dude? How?
Because I want to know who made that woman in Black Hollywood. Who made that rule in early Black Hollywood? Like, look, you can bang all the dark chicks you want. Don't have them in front of camera though.
I mean, it's like, yo, fucking Marlon Brando and James Dean got up in them Eartha Kitt guts, and somehow this dude could not get up in them guts.
Not James Dean.
Yeah, she said she got James Dean and Marlon Brando in a 3-way. No bullshit.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, that's legit truth.
I don't trust Hollywood no more. So I never did.
I'm just saying, Eartha Kitt made that shit happen, and that's like, wow, okay, shit, all right.
Man, look. It don't surprise, but it doesn't. See, we talk about people I don't like. I don't like Harry Belafonte. I really don't. Even though, his music did make Beetlejuice a little bit better.
Listen. Harry Belafonte.
Wait, whoa. That was Danny Elfman.
No. We're talking shake some more, shake about that song.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you. I don't know. Harry Belafonte. You know what's weird? Out of all old black actors, somehow Sidney Poitier just spoke out to me more than Harry Belafonte. So there you go. It's
No, but no. If something come out that Sidney Poitier did something, we're now go live to Robert Townsend. You just see Robert Townsend jumping out of his window. Like, you know what? We knew
No.
that.
You know what Robert Townsend's gonna do? He's gonna do like Chris Tucker did after fucking Kanye say George Bush doesn't care about black people. Just have that look of confusion, like what was
What?
that?
Wait a minute. You said what? Chris Tucker? You mean what?
No, you remember when Kanye said George Bush doesn't care about black people after fucking Mike Myers looked
That was Mike Myers.
No. After Mike Myers looked at him and they cut to Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker had it look like
Tucker's
the
look.
fuck. The fuck was that?
No. You know what's gonna happen? Because you said he would kill himself. It would actually go down like this, D. See, we said we now cut to Robert Townsend. You show Robert Townsend, he hears the news. He's like, wait, what? Sydney? Interesting. He gets up. He's in the middle. For some reason, he's in the middle of a board meeting or a writer's meeting. He gets up, walks towards the window, opens the window, and leaps out like Denim from IT Crowd.
He's in the middle of drafting the 5 Heartbeats 2 and shit.
Why? Why a sequel to 5 Heartbeats?
Hey. And he was like, why did Robert do that? Here's Keenan, because you know Keenan and Ivory Wayans are going to be there. Here's Keenan. Because he knew about it. What?
And so did I, as Keenan pulls out a 9mm and blows his brains out. Boom.
Blows his head off.
And I just took it to a dark place just now.
It was like this. It's like we top today's news of Sidney Poitier going to jail with some very, very sad news of the suicide of Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans. Oh, this is just in. Wow. Okay. So apparently the comedian Samore and Faison Love are throwing themselves into custody. They're a part of it too. What the hell is going on with Black Hollywood?
Fucking Cameron's like, niggas died every day, B. Just dips.
While eating chips.
Look, all of a sudden on Joe Budden's on podcast, you hear Joe Budden like, you know, there's more names coming out. Nah, for over what? Like, yeah, just some random ass celebrities that's going to jail. Random black celebrities that's going to jail.
All of a sudden, you hear Joe Budden like, "Hey, what are you guys doing in here? Why are you arresting me? What's going on here?"
What I do? Like, man, that girl was 14 years old. I didn't know that. I was.
You know the sad part is, like, Joe Budden will probably be the one to say it. Like real talk, like real Sidney Poitier, he was our black Hugh Hefner. And think about it. When Hugh Hefner died, the cloud of white protection went away with him.
So why is here's me. So why is Tyrese still walking around?
Well,
don't worry. His time is coming.
Well, let's be real. I gotta be real about this.
They're giving him to Donald Trump, man. This is like a Mueller investigation.
I gotta be real about this. Tyrese looks like a guy that fucks himself out of pussy every day.
See, first off, what you did wrong was you talked back. I said, how you doing today? And the first thing you said, it's okay. And you said, I'm doing fine. Why is just fine? You can't think of no better verb than that? You can't think of no better adjective than that?
Like, why you gotta be a female about it?
It's like I was gonna suck your dick, now my ass is dry. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out. Done.
Then Tyrese actually pulls his line from Baby Boy. Bitch, you don't know how to suck dick anyway. Get your black ass back in the
God, I like how we painted Tyrese as an asshole, even though he is a fucking asshole. So there you go.
Now, oh God!
Please believe me
that it was the Machudu medicine man that tagged him with all those damn darts.
Yeah.
Ace decides, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go back there for some get back. All right, and I think they took the bat. So I'm gonna go in there. But wait a minute, you don't speak Machudu. Aoda, of course, with his volunteering ass, was like, I'm gonna go with you. Aoda's gonna be my translator.
Oh,
don't worry. Like, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna slip in unnoticed. I'm gonna be like a fly on the wall. I'm gonna be like a grain of salt in the ocean. I'm gonna be a transparent thing.
Yo, why he goes in there and just pretty much do trailer fuel? Seriously, all that was in the trailer.
That was.
Yeah.
All the dancing was in the trailer.
Yeah.
Now, did you like when his cue for him to jump in and start dancing came up? I legit laughed my ass off.
Oh my god.
I'm like, bruh, Jim Carrey, master of disguise, blending in like crazy.
Oh man.
Even though his underwear is clearly showing through his pants.
Oh my god.
So when he tells
HR, shoving stuff.
I like how he gets caught. As if it wasn't any obvious. My man jumped over the fire and took the mask off and revealed himself. All the black people look back like, yo, is this nigga serious?
Whose man's is this?
Yeah, like, hey, yo, whose man's is this? They all got the spears pointed at him. And,
I know, man.
and Jim's like, this is awkward. Iota should be here any minute now. Hello, Ace! They found me. No sweat.
This nigga.
Don't beat yourself up.
Oh my god.
Now I like how during the interpretation part, so he tells him, "I come to represent the princess." I would have translated the shit and told them that he is a princess. Everybody looked at him like, "What the hell?" You got the
white people, man.
No, then you had the one gay member of the Wachudu tribe who poked his head up like,
See, it's because he's gay.
I'm like comedy, and I find it hilarious that the one that happened to be gay also has that giant ass earring as well. So he says, "War is hell. The last thing we want is a fight." Translated to, if you want to fight, go to hell. Chris, you brought up a great moment. Yeah. He freaking astral projected himself. Oh, righty then.
Oh my Christ, man! That whole thing just beautiful.
Yeah, you got to give him his credit actually, because he also astral projected Spike as well.
Yes, he did.
Spike was cool because Spike had one good scene. Remember when Ace was tied down to the raft?
Yes.
And he got Spike out. Spike is trying to get him out, and Spike looks over there and says, "All right, look, you dead, Ace, so I'm going to hop in this tree."
Hey, Ace, I really ain't about that life. I'm trying to go back to America. But
it's been
it's been a good run, but seeing how you strap down to this thing, and there's no way in hell you're going to survive this. And it seems that there's no way that I'm going to get back home. But now hold on, seeing that I'm also in South Africa, so technically I am home.
Also, and this is a weird coincidence, because I'm voiced by Frank Welker, I actually get paid scale, so I can't die in this movie. So I'll see you later.
There you go. Hey, I will say this.
Why does Spike bounce, man? I like how Spike bounced out, and it's like, you're like, traitor! In real talk, it's like, Spike ain't going down like this. This ain't the cartoon, man.
I will say this. The conversation between the monk and Ace had me rolling, because he was like, "What answer do you seek? I need to know what the Wachatis best. That is a great value civilized man. You still got the medallion? Why surely I left it back with my body. Your aura is weakening.
Your aura is weakening.
I threw it in the cave, okay? We are Mr. Perfect. You know where it is? It's probably lying in a big pile of shikaka. Guano. They have guano.
They have guano. Now, hold on. Before that, the part where he rolled over the the part where he goes over the freaking waterfall. I like how he screams "Spike!" You hear the fade. Wait to the cut back to the next scene. He jumps out of the water just to finish off Spike's name.
Yeah.
I'm like, you held that in that whole time, Ace.
But what D was saying about him, like
The betrayal was real.
D was saying about like Ace going over his like the in game and stuff. I always felt that was the greatest thing about Jim, his ability to do that kind of thing. Say it in one hit before he gets out of breath and then sucks the air back in.
Wait. First of all, are we really going to gloss over Ace wrestling around with that with the crocodile?
Okay. No, are we going to... No. I do you one better. Are we going to ignore one of the funniest parts of the movie where they're trying to tell them about the two aborigines in the jungle and he's just like grabbing, like girding on the dude's balls? He's like,
even Greenwald couldn't help but laugh. Like, bro, that was a try not to laugh challenge of 95.
Yes, it was, because the best part was the end where he's like,
oh my god.
Oh, Silver, away! Yeah, I forgot all about that part. But yeah, yo, why don't do elbow drop the alligator? Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!
You're like, don't start what you can't finish!
You know who else could do that? Steve Irwin, but he didn't. Because Steve Irwin loved the crocodiles. He loved all animals. Except homo ass.
Apparently Stingrays just got beef with them. Like, oh, this motherfucker likes crocodiles and don't like us. I'll show him.
So you mean tell me that he likes those predators? Man, we predators too. Yeah, man. How many humans we kill? Like 2 a year? So
I'm sorry.
Still hard, though.
I laugh at that joke in South Park with Steve Irwin's in hell with a stingray in him, and then the Satan is like, that's in poor taste, dude. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that was funny. That was because people took that. People really took all Steve Irwin dying to heart.
Because here's the thing. I want people to understand something here. Steve Irwin did some batshit stuff that only white dudes in that position would do, right? And the fact that it was a fucking stingray, not a crocodile or any of these other land animals, a fucking stingray took his ass out.
I think that's what it is. It's like, of all animals, you got taken out by the thing that people think is cool in theory. Stingrays suck. They're ugly looking.
They're not sharks. They're not cool, like you said.
Yeah. Of all the things, you're right. Of all the things that he's messed around with. I mean, come on. How many times did we see him get bit by a cobra?
Look, now here's the thing. If he died by a bunch of jellyfish, it would have made so much sense. But even then, a stingray, dude.
Yeah, it was tragic. That's why I was like, I understand why people took it hard. It's like, yeah.
Ace Ventura is the same way. Except Ace Ventura will put hands on the fucking crocodile if he has to.
Yeah, he does. He's like Crocodile Dundee, eat your heart out.
Even if a crocodile tries to run away from him, Ace will be like, nah, nigga, get back in here and finish what you started.
Nah, I like how you're like, ooh, I like the water.
Yeah, he's like, water feels good. Glub.
Here's me.
After he figures out that guano was like the one thing that set everything apart, like along from the bat, he says, "Wait a minute, guano's guano's not only a natural resource, but it's also a resource they hold true value." Huh. Perfect. I know exactly. I know who took the bat. We just cut right back to the car just flipping like 1,000 times. Crashing upside down, and him ejecto cussing himself out of the door.
Glove.
A man picks him up and says, he's like, it's okay, I got it. Now, what do you say we go kick some consulate butt? Just to show you. And first of all, if your boy Cappy didn't show you how much of a villain he really is, he decides to give torture to Ace by introducing him to some murder porn. So he tells him before, like way back, like way earlier in the movie, when before he left to start his case, he said, "Case," he says, "Ace, I have something I would like to share with you from one animal lover to another." Walks into the room and sees all of the taxidermy.
All that trophy. Ooh, ooh, ah.
There's something wrong.
Like,
something wrong, Ace. There's something wrong, Mr. Ventura. No, this is a lovely one. Like, this is a lovely room of death.
This is a lovely room of death. Take care. Bye-bye then.
I'm like, take it now. Bye-bye then.
I got a question. Here's my thing. I get it, but I was never that person to say, "Hey, look, I killed a deer. Let's hang that nigga on my wall." I never got that. My thing was, I killed a deer. Okay. How that venison meat. That's what I thought it was. I never cared about having the head. I never understood that, man. That's some, I hate to say white people stuff, but yeah, white people shit.
They're really into taxidermy. That's what it is.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Look, man. I got a question, Eric. I got a question, guys. If we were looking at a blaxploitation movie and the Ku Klux Klan had a bunch of black heads on the wall, would that surprise you?
No, I'm surprised it's not a thing now.
I'm actually shocked that doesn't happen. I'm not, but that doesn't happen. I mean, that nobody.
Somewhere there's a KKK person listening to this podcast and be like, "Sorry, 3 Black Geeks, we're more humane than that." And I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
And second of all, hold on. Second of all, I also gotta point this out. Wouldn't that be too much of a mess?
Valid.
Well, yeah.
It's too messy. Yeah. It's really too messy. I mean, you talk about decapitation, and what do you do with the rest of the body?
Look here, man. I want a bunch of nigger heads on my wall because Donald Trump promised me that we were going to lock her up.
To these 3 Black Geeks, and they think we're going to stuff us some coons. It's like,
so wait, man. So you mean to tell me we just going to put them nigger heads on the wall? Well, Atlantic.
It's like, really? It's like, man, oh man. I swear, if we get tweeted by a fucking white supremacist that listens to it, I'm like, I'm not even going to block you. I'm just laughing at
you. Why do you listen to us?
Exactly. It's like, why? I love the Die Hard too because I love naked katas.
Look. Like, first of all, why you listen to us and you look both ways? Do you like us?
I gave you a 5-star review on iTunes.
Second of all, thank you for listening to us. Third of all, how the hell did you find us? Fourth of all, why did you listen? Like you listened to this entire episode. We're a good hour and some change in. You waited until this part. This is what set you off.
Well, first off, you gotta understand. I found you guys because I wanted to make fun of some, homosexuals and black people, and this thing called FanCon fell through, and it just so happens.
No.
Now check this out. Look, here's the thing. We didn't choose to have a better fan. Now, who are we to be to say, no, we can't have this racist listen to us for the rest of
Hey, this man didn't call me a nigger in my face, so I'm good.
You know what, Chris? Real talk, Chris, I know you make fun of that logic, but I'm afraid there's one thing that comes up where it's like, Chris, are you dead serious?
It's like, I'm serious, guys. Chill.
Well, he called me a nigger. It'd be like that. Like, real Chris.
See, I would do that to lighten up the moment, but then no, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't beat me up, all right?
Oh, my God. That's funny. That is so funny.
It's like, they called me a nigger to my face. What do you want me to say?
Oh, my gosh, man. But, it's... I
will say this, though. If you happen to be a white supremacist that listens to us, I'm just going to pull a Batman. I'm not going to kill you, but I'm not going to save you on Twitter. Just FYI, all right? Just putting that out there.
If a white supremacist followed us, I want them to tweet something really racist at me. No, for real, because I want to know how much tough skin I got. You know what I mean? Like, really go on me. Like, talk about me being a gorilla or a baboon or some form of moon cricket. if you really want to piss me off, you
know what? I'll quote tweet that shit and be like, "Yo, this is the most racist shit we ever heard. I don't know how to feel now."
Why 3 Black Geeks communicating with racists? Because it's fun. They're stupid.
This is a game. See, understand, folks, when you follow us on Twitter, most people will sit there and block people that troll. No, I'll sit there and antagonize the people and frustrate them to where they just block me. And I'm like,
you know what it is? You know what it is? You ever see that kid in the back, and you ever see a kid on the playground play basketball that can really cross the shit out of people, and it's always the dude who's a pure bum that tries to steal the ball from him, and he just yanks. Yeah. That's really what it is dealing with racists to me. They're just going to do their normal racist stuff, and they just fail at it. So yeah,
me and D would be like, me and D would just be like, yeah, we're moon crickets. What the fuck you want us to say? And they'd be like, but you're supposed to be offended. No, I'm not really offended. What do you want me to say?
Why aren't you a snowflake? Oh, I ain't a snowflake. Happy days to you. Little nigger.
I mean, I know I'm a nigger. What do you want me to say? I'm blocking you. It's like, well, thank you. I did.
You know what? I got look. I'm still mad at Twitter for banning me because a white supremacist wanted me blocked or something. I will never forget that. That is one of the most. What the hell was that? I don't understand what that was about.
I know we don't go political, but just for a few seconds here. Jack, a.k.a. the guy that runs Twitter, he's been empowering supremacists on some, well, they have free speech too, and I'm looking at him like, this is why nobody wants to buy you, Jack, all right? Nobody wants to buy Twitter because of this shit.
It's stupid. It's so stupid, man. It's like, well, they got free speech and they control, but yet I say I like Kendrick Lamar's album. Ban that nigger. And like, what?
I was laughing when you told me that. Like, I got blocked by a white supremacist. I'm like, wow.
I got blocked by a white supremacist because I basically said, "Ain't my fault. Your president lied," or something of that nature.
That triggered him. That triggered him. He almost had a heart attack.
It wasn't even about worst thing. The worst thing I can tell you what I said to Trump. The thing I said to Trump, but I got banned within seconds, which means. Let me tell you this. This is two things. Either A, he saw D the Black Geek and just saw, oh, black, I'm going to block him now. Or, because it's Donald Trump, he actually read my tweet and said block.
Donald Trump reads, D? You get my credit here, sir.
Actually, you know what? And another friend of ours.
You know it's Donald Trump. You
guys want to know something? You want to know something funny? Speaking of Trump, you know how you mentioned earlier, D, that he was trying to lock up Hillary. Like, he wanted to get Hillary locked up. Real talk, if he wanted to get Hillary locked up, all he had to do was hire her.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hillary would have. First off, Hillary would have quit right after she got hired. Day one, be like, "Yeah, I don't need this shit. I quit."
I'm done.
Look. I still don't understand how I got blocked by a white supremacist, man. I mean, not blocked by a white supremacist, but I got banned from Twitter by a white supremacist. That's amazing.
Oh man! But anyways, Ace Ventura, the finale. Of
course, he grabs the bat. I love that he grabs the bat. He just runs. And the Wachati and the
The Wachutu.
They about to fight each other. Look like the Marvel vs. Capcom 1 screen and shit. They about to fight each other, and you just see Ace running down the middle of them two, and they just all kneel down.
Yeah. The whole thing is funny because as he's running, both tribes
people
now.
Pet detective coming through.
I like how both tribes people just immediately stop what they're doing with their infighting and just bow down when Ace runs past them and stuff. As Ace gets it inside the cage and stuff, and our boy Mr. British dude, he ends up getting fucked by the silverback gorilla.
Yep.
Yeah, because
we had to back to that joke.
Yeah. Hey, getting raped by a monkey. It's funny, right? Right? Dicks out for Harambe, guys.
sorry. Dick South of Harambe. We're still doing that.
Yeah, we're still doing that. We're still doing that. But yeah, that whole thing is just all sorts. That whole scene was just funny to me, but what had me laughing is that even though the tribes people have peace and stuff, I like how they still end up chasing after Ace by the end of it.
But nah, because at that point it was like, nah, kill the white guy.
Yeah, White Devil has to go.
Well, he had to go because they said, wait. Like, first of all, Tommy Davidson comes running out, screaming at the top of his lungs, flipping his shit, and he goes, like, what's that he's saying? I do believe he said that she is not a virgin. They could tell.
Yeah, he managed to get up in them guts, and they chase after him.
Actually, that's a misconception. See, it's almost hard to tell if a woman. No, never mind.
When a woman loves a man.
Something I was gonna mention the part where he tells he said, Greenwald, hit the lights. He said, the light switch is right there beside you. Flick it, go. Like, go ahead and flip it.
I like how he does that for a solid 30 seconds and everybody's just staring at him.
All right. He says, mate, he's okay. Shall we go to jail then? He walks over. I love how he turned back, looked at dude dead in the eye. He made it look like he was trying to bite him.
I know.
And then, I love the lines he throws out, like hey, what are you, HR shoving stuff?
HR shoving stuff. Oh man!
Like,
and then the elephant back that thing up on him.
Like, just one more thing. He calls the elephant over, and then he goes on a full ass chase. He chases after freaking Cab. No, he chases after Cabby. And I like how he comes after him in a monster truck.
Oh, man, that monster truck was fucking dope.
No, and the attack move that he used was cigarette lighter.
I like how he catches up to him and he says, "Hey, you're from the consulate, right? This is weird." Now, have y'all ever done this? And I guess you got to have like a truck or something to do it, where Jim Carrey is imitating the engine and saying "loser" at the same time.
No, I do that.
Like,
I did that before.
Loser.
Oh, God.
I
have done that several times in my life. Yes.
Please tell me that line was ad-libbed.
I don't think so. I don't think. I mean, if it was, cool. If it was,
Now after he chases him, he pulls out the cigarette lighter. Of all things, he pulls the cigarette lighter and just toss it into his
He drive-by. Hit that nigga with a drive-by though.
He hit him with a drive-by. Tossed it. This shit was burning his legs up. He picks it up like, "Ha! I got it!" Crashes into a tree. And Ace is giving him that look like, "Yeah, bro, I'm going to go ahead and give you this 5-second head start so you can get out of that. Because I am in a monster truck after all. I'm going to run that bitch over."
Mm-hmm. Oh,
now, did you like how after he ran it over, he sees the bat and he attempted to break it out. He goes, "Ugh, no." But realizing it's about to be high noon, he's like, "The spirit will overcome. The spirit will overcome. Spirit will overcome."
I'm surprised that the bat didn't lift him up and fly away a little bit.
I know, right?
Wow, that's a really good shot. I mean, it's yeah.
And like you said, as soon as we hear Shikaka, that's how the movie ends. Now the movie ends, and that was it for Ace Ventura. Like, I know the cartoon exists. Did the cartoon come out after this movie?
There was a third movie. It was a kid
movie. Yeah, but let's just be real here, dude.
His son, the son of Ace Ventura.
No. That was I thought it was like Ace Ventura at the beginning or something like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's Ventura. Wait a minute, was it?
No, D. What I'm trying to tell you is
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. That movie
No,
was
D. What I'm trying to tell you is that we don't talk about that.
Sure.
I mean, it's. Oh yeah, you are right. It is his son. Son of a bitch.
I mean, come on. Let's just be real here. You had the Ace Ventura cartoon, and you also had the Mask cartoon. Both came out. Sadly, I don't think Jim Carrey didn't do the voice of the lead characters in neither of those.
Hell no. Fucking Michael Dangerfield did Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Well, what about the Mask?
Oh God, that wasn't him. I think that was like
This shit got 3 seasons.
Yeah, the Mask actually got some. Wait a minute, the Mask.
Ace Ventura and the Mask got 3. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on the air for a good minute.
Wow.
I never seen no episode of Ventura.
I used to watch both. Cartoons.
I watched the Mask. I watched the Mask. I never watched Ace Ventura though.
So
I'm laughing that both of these series had crossovers with each other.
Yeah, they did.
Are you serious?
In the cartoon world, I believe the last episode of The Mask, if I remember correctly, had a crossover with Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Wow.
Which I gotta ask the question. Hey, Shout Factory, what's up with them Ace Ventura and the Mask cartoons?
Watch this.
Look, you know what? Look, here's a hello, DJ Seal 3 Black Geeks. We'd like to inform you that you're the first person to ever ask us that question, which is why we never made it. Thank you.
It's gonna end up being like Discotech Media and shit, because Discotech.
Look, here's Eris. Don't gotta be rude about it.
And no, see, I wouldn't even be sad. I would just write back and say, "Okay, I'm the first of many to come."
Ooh, yeah, Eris. Get that army of 6 people that wants the Ace Ventura DVD.
You're nice.
Hey,
dude.
look.
You said 6. I was about to say 4.
Hey, look, I got hope in Eris's crusade, sir. Unlike you.
Thank you.
You know, weird things have happened, so you might be right. He might get that. That might happen. It probably.
I mean,
you know, it's
on.
funny. It might not even be. The funny thing is about Ace Ventura, it might not even be Shout Factory that's going to end up doing it. You know what it's going to end up being? It's going to end up being fucking, what's his face? It's probably going to...
Easy. Eris, I do it for you. It's going to be Central Park Media.
No.
Well, they don't
No.
exist anymore.
Warner Brothers distributed the movie and the show, so I'm going to assume Warner Brothers is going to probably Warner archive that shit, so basically you can only get the DVD.
I don't know they did.
No,
if
no.
Warner archived it, we would have seen it.
No, what I'm saying is Warner Brothers will probably do a Warner archives for the cartoon where you can only get it on demand. You could order it on demand instead of just having multiple copies out there.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, Chris. I don't think they own it because if they did. Trust me, it would have hit Cartoon Network at least once.
Well, no, Morgan Free Productions own. I'm really curious who owns the rights to Ace Ventura. That is kind of interesting. I mean, it said Morgan Creek Entertainment Group owns the distribution rights.
I'm not really sure. That might be. I don't know.
So, I mean, they're still kicking to this day. Actually, that's shocking.
Well, but this movie was a huge success for everybody that was in it. It was super fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, and the one thing that really does get me that critics didn't like it, and I think it's because all of them was like, I know a real comedy when I see it. That had to be the thing because I don't know why I got anything low.
Yeah.
Probably because it didn't take itself so seriously. I don't know.
Oh my god, sorry, side note, I'm laughing at Twitter right now. They fucking compared fucking Pam Oliver's wig to Azealia Banks' wig on Wild 'N Out right now. I hate Twitter right now. I really do.
Why do you hate Twitter for...
No. I hate them because of how I'm laughing at how they both compared their wigs. Like, who wore the better fucking bucket wig? Pam Oliver or Azealia Banks? God damn, man. I swear, man. I think Pamela Oliver doesn't care because she's making all this money, so she doesn't give a shit.
I don't know, bro.
That's a topic we need to talk about on Working Title Sports Shows. Like, does Pam Oliver care about that?
Really? Are you kidding me? A follow-up in which Ace Ventura passes the mantle to a new character, such as his long-lost son or daughter. Please don't.
That remake is never going to happen. They keep...
I'm like, don't do it.
People this way. It's like this. Studios plan reboots all the time to keep their name in the news, but if it ain't moving, it ain't happening. That's just the bottom line.
It's like you said, CJZ, the shit or get off the pot.
It really is. It's shit up to get off the pot because that's how I am with WB. We're going to live action cyborg movie. All right, put a fucking script out there or just shut the fuck up. Sorry.
No, but with Ace Ventura, I think they just want. I think it's more so you want to keep the IP alive and see what you can get working because
and that's why they did the Ace Ventura Jr. thing to keep the IP alive, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you can't get you can't get Jim Carrey on it, so you have to do it in some sort of way. Hopefully, you can shove out a couple of DVDs of this, a straight to DVD movie of it. But then again, you get the movie that came out. Nobody talks about it.
I mean, as we talk about it blowing up, I mean, that shit blew up like everything. I mean, the shit beat out Miss Doubtfire fucking second weekend, and that was a huge ass movie. So I mean, that's wild as hell to me. It's like Miss Doubtfire, big movie, and then Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Ace Ventura, Nature Calls beats it out. So
hey, CJ.
Yeah.
So the Mask complete first season was released by Warner Brothers April of this year.
Oh, interesting.
And via their Warner Archive collection for the first time.
Oh, so it is in the Warner. I fucking knew it.
So it's on both the Warner Archive, and it's on a DVD.
Yeah, because the thing of it is, like, because I know SWAT Cats. A lot of people wanted to see SWAT Cats on DVD and stuff, and then they were like, "Oh, it's on the Warner Archives," and I was like, "That makes sense because like Warner isn't gonna fucking roll out a million DVDs of SWAT Cats and nobody's gonna fucking buy them." That's a niche.
Oh God, no.
That's a niche title. But you put it on Warner Archive and you do it on demand as people order it, then you make money off that easily.
Now, isn't it funny that they rerun it in Australia on Boomerang?
No, that's not a surprise. That's not a surprise. I think that's the one good thing about these shows is that they're popular in different countries.
Australia and Canada somehow they rerun the shit out of a lot of those shows versus America. Like
I know Canada does.
Canada fucking ran. From what I heard, I don't know whether it was William or somebody else that was telling me. Canada ran the hell out of that fucking Bruno the Kid cartoon. That Bruce Willis.
I remember. Yeah, the Bruce Willis cartoon.
Yeah. Canada ran the fuck out of that show, and I was like, wow.
Funny. Now, funny enough, The Mask as a TV series has not been on. It hasn't seen the light of day in the United States since 2000.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those like if it's gonna come on there, it's gonna be on there. I'm surprised. Like I said, I'm surprised Boomerang didn't show it at like AM or some shit.
Because it was on Cartoon Network from 97 to 98, and then it was on Fox Family from 98 to 2000. And since then,
that's right.
And since then, it hasn't been on TV ever since.
Yeah. Perfect. That's a channel that went through different revisions. Fox Family channel, ABC
and the funny
Family,
the funny thing is, on the Fox Family channel, they actually banned an episode, "Flight as a Feather."
Because of course they did.
That's a little bit too rough for the children.
I'm blaming Pat Robertson. There, I said it.
What? You said Pat Robertson?
Yeah, because you remember 700 Club was still going strong.
I mean, like any other time I'll agree with you. Like, well, but he had nothing to do with this one.
No, 700 Club was on Fox Family still, so I'm blaming him by default.
Fox Family rules.
Yeah, it's Fox Family rules. I mean, Pat Robertson and 700 Club was rolling high until Disney came in and was like, "Hey, all right, Pat, get the fuck out of here. You're done."
Yeah.
But anyways,
here it is. Oh, no, it's just a 3-episode DVD that got released for Ace Ventura.
So, anyways, folks, we will catch you later. Peace out.